Good afternoon and welcome to WEFM's 3 p.m. news. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, 9 members of the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force are celebrating the remarkable achievement of 25 years of dedicated service to the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. According to an official release from the RSVGPF, these individuals have contributed their expertise, commitment, and unwavering dedication to the force, and their long standing service is a testament to their loyalty and professionalism. The distinguished members who will be celebrating the milestone on Tuesday, November 14th, 2023, are Acting Superintendent of Prisons Dwayne Bailey, Inspector Neil Jack, Station Sergeant Marlon Coffey, Sergeants Michelle Francis, Roland Brown, Kenton Pope, and Corporals Shellyan, Harry, David Wright, and Derek Daniel. As they reminisced on their achievements, the elated officers thanked everyone who had impacted their lives and careers and prayed for God's wisdom and favor so they may carry on making valuable contributions to the organization and the country as a whole. The Kingstown Port Modernization Project is on schedule for completion in 2025. This was confirmed by Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves in response to a question from the media during a press conference held last week. He said that during his travels, he was engaged in talks with the chairman of the Port Authority, who said that discussions had begun pertaining to the beginning of the process of sourcing equipment for the new port. We hear more from the Prime Minister.
I've been advised by our technical people that they're on schedule. They're on schedule to complete in the middle of 2025. And I can tell you that while I was away, I spoke to the chairman of the port, Mr. Russell, the Port Authority, and our team at the port, the new construction, and the relevant officials in the government have been discussing the question of the commencement for the process for the sourcing of equipment to equip the port, because we'll have to have a lead time as to some types of equipment which we may need. The initial estimate for the equipment, I'm told, is about 16 million US.
That was the Prime Minister, Dr. Ralph Gonsalves. The EC $600 million port modernization project is being funded by the Caribbean Development Bank, the British government, and the Export-Import Bank of Taiwan. The St. Vincent Girls High School is home to the newest Interact Club in Rotary International's District 7030. Sponsored by host club the Rotary Club of St. Vincent, the Interact Club of St. Vincent Girls High School boasts 30 girls from forms 3 to 5 who will focus on making a difference through service-based projects in their community. The Interact Club is a Rotary program for high school-aged students which empowers young people to take action in their community, develop leadership skills, and gain a global perspective. Through Interact, the ladies will have the opportunity to make a positive impact through Rotary's 7 areas of focus. These are basic education and literacy, maternal and child health, sanitation, water and hygiene, peace and conflict resolution, the environment, disease prevention and control, and community and economic development. On to news in the region. Antigua and Barbuda's Prime Minister Gaston Brown has threatened to fire quote-unquote bad eggs at the Antigua Public Utilities Authority's APUA Water Department. He said that this will happen to APUA workers who fail to do their jobs. During an appearance on his weekly radio program on Sunday, Brown said he will start calling out people that are responsible for communities in Antigua and Barbuda going weeks, in some cases, without water. If you don't perform, you are going to lose your jobs. That's the reality of it. We are not going to be making any joke with you all, he commented. Heads have already started rolling at APUA as General Manager Esbert Martin, who has been in the position for 2 decades, was told to take pre-retirement leave due to the government's dissatisfaction with his ability to handle water problems that have plagued Antigua and Barbuda for several years. The Guyanese government said it will not engage members of a U.S. delegation that will be in the country on a fact-finding mission into claims that the state is discriminating against citizens of African ancestry. In a statement on Sunday, the government said it would not meet with the U.S. delegation since its members are acting in their private capacities and their trip is a clear interference in Guyana's domestic politics with a bias towards the political opposition in Guyana. The delegation, which is led by Georgia Assemblywoman Dee Dawkins Hagler and South Carolina Representative John King, arrived in Guyana today and will leave on November 19th. In a statement prior to their departure, it was noted that the delegation is concerned about allegations of discrimination towards certain ethnic groups in Guyana, as well as Guyanese American citizens currently residing in and out of Guyana. Guyana said the delegation is visiting after a one sided engagement called the Conference on Guyana in Washington, D.C., that was organized by Guyanese American activist Rickford Burke. Finally, on the international scene, hospitals and medical facilities have become caught up in intense fighting as Israel presses its offensive against Hamas in Gaza City. The focus of attention has been on Al Shifa, Gaza's largest hospital, where an estimated 2,300 people remain trapped by battles in the surrounding streets. Other facilities are reporting similar situations, a lack of supplies and power, and an ever present threat to life due to fighting. Israel says it is not targeting hospitals directly but acknowledges there are clashes around Al Shifa and other facilities. The World Health Organization, the WHO, says 36 health facilities, including 22 hospitals, have been damaged since the war began on October 7th, and only a handful are now still operational. This has been WEFM's 3 p.m. News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 5:30 for WEFM's Evening News, and we thank you for listening.